March 17th became Evacuation Day. That's the day the British left. The colonials took back their city. This, as far as I know, is the last time that a military force, foreign military force, was in New England at all. One of his first acts was to send Henry Knox to Fort Ticonderoga to bring back the cannons and other guns from that fort that had been easily taken over by the colonials from the British. That was a tremendous feat, though, his bringing back those cannons, dragging them over ice and snow all the way from Fort Ticonderoga at Lake Champlain southward and then across Massachusetts from one end to the other, ending up in Watertown. And from there, those guns were dispersed around Boston so that they could be used to defend against the British. In following that, then Washington wanted to have a direct assault on Boston. But Boston was connected to the mainland by a very narrow neck of land. And a direct assault meant that you could only put a few men in at a time, so they were quite vulnerable. Dorchester Heights is a tall hill on Dorchester Neck. And the colonials decided that they might like to put up an embankment there. But the problem was that it was in full view of the British. And they had to keep the whole operation quiet as they were going to supply what they needed to Dorchester Heights to dig in and build the embankment. They used the cannon that Knox brought back, first of all, to create a barrage starting on March 2nd of 1776 to sort of keep the British on their toes. All around Boston, these cannons were going off, and so the British didn't know where they should concentrate their efforts or to watch, so they watched everywhere, but they couldn't see everything. And all in one night, they created a huge embankment and fortification at Dorchester Heights. Washington's orders were to establish this embankment, this fortification, partly to annoy the British. And when the British woke up the next morning, they were annoyed. They looked out, and General Howe said, "My army couldn't have produced that in a whole month." And in the evening, the decision essentially was made that same evening that the British would leave Boston. Their cooler heads prevailed and realized they couldn't win this battle here. Essentially, in an Irish city, we think sometimes that we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but the real reason for the holiday is it's Evacuation Day.